over 1,000 events. We've had members from just about every tech and AI company join us. We've worked with pretty much all the best at this point. It's been really awesome to see this whole thing grow. Now, that's all the obligatory social proof out of the way. I'm sorry, I just need to show that we're legitimate. Why are we gathered here tonight? Why do we gather around the world? How did we explode into one of the world's largest AI communities? Sorry, the world's largest in under 3 years. I love showing these couple graphs. These are actually brand new, because this is December 2024, December 2025. They don't quite have 2026 yet, but these are IQ tests that, I don't know how legit this is, but trust me, I think it's somewhat legit, over the last year. And you can see the average IQ is around 85, let's say, for frontier models in December 2024. I'd say it's closer to 115 now. That's roughly 15th percentile human to 85th percentile human in the span of the last year. I don't know if you guys are using AI like I am every single day. If you're here, you probably are. I certainly feel it. Claude Code automates more and more of my tasks now. I just kind of have it go ham on my desktop and it does everything. We are at the elbow of the curve in human progress over time. So here's a fun graphic of all the IDEs that I could just think off the top of my head, all the coding, agentic IDE platforms, the CLIs and stuff like that. This has all happened in roughly the last 4 years. Actually, show of hands, who here has used at least 3 of these? Who has tried at least 3 of these vibe coding platforms? Who here has tried at least 7? The majority of these. Okay, we have a few hardcore hackers. We had a lot of people with 3 hands up. It's crazy that none of this existed 4 years ago. So if you are here tonight, you are a pioneer in the frontier. Pioneer in the frontier of AI, a pioneer on the frontier of human progress, and you're surrounded by others who are as well. So our purpose here tonight, as with every AI Collective event, we read this out before every single event around the world, is to create common ground, to learn faster, meet the right people, and tap into a global ecosystem. I hope that's at least one of those things, or maybe all of those things, are why you're here tonight. We also have a lot of great food, and if you're here for that, we have that as well. And who knows, you might just get to see the next Cursor or Cognition or Lovable here tonight as well. Our values. So we also read these all around the world. I know it sounds a little corny, but trust me, the approach that you take to tonight will dictate so much the outcomes you get out of it. I have made all my best friends through the AI Collective. I have met all my smartest friends, all my most successful friends through the collective. I've truly found the people that give me a sense of belonging, and I hope that you find the same. Quickly, our values. First is connection. The strength of the collective is the number of one-on-one connections made. Try and connect with one person at a minimum, individually one-on-one tonight. Schedule a coffee chat for the day after. Positive sum. The math is pretty simple. If we all think win-win, we all win. Let's create a culture of that. Number 3 is curiosity. You're really smart, you're really awesome, but there are 8+ billion other awesome, smart people in this world. Lead with curiosity, treat people as a problem, as a puzzle worth solving, and you'll get so much more out of tonight's event. And last is belonging. Create the community you've been searching for. Go be a nice person, go up and talk to people, spark that cycle of reciprocity that makes the collective so strong. So what does this mean for you tonight? What do I hope that you get out of tonight? Maybe it's the insight that 10x's you, but more importantly, it's people to explore the frontier of AI with and to hopefully also be a part of something bigger than just yourself tonight. And with that, let's officially get the party started. I am so excited to welcome you to the main event, the 2026 premiere of SF Pitch Night. I timed that perfectly. Can I get a round of applause? Round of applause. All right. Awesome. Let's get into it. So tonight we're going to have the pitch arena. We're going to have 6 awesome companies out of over 100 applications showing off their incredible products tonight. We're going to do 5-minute pitches. It's going to start every single time with Steven coming up here, asking people what they would like feedback on, then giving a 5-minute pitch. And then, let me go to the next slide here. Him asking, where are you on the YC startup curve? Hopefully you've heard of the YC startup curve. We actually have a live, brand new interactive version, courtesy of AWS tonight. You're going to see them actually mark where they are on it. I'm very excited for that. To quickly go through it, because I know it's kind of hard for you guys to see all the way over there and you guys to see all the way over there. TechCrunch of initiation, Whoop, wearing off of novelty, trough of sorrow, what is it? Releases of improvement, crash of ineptitude, wiggles of false hope, promised land, acquisition of liquidity, and upside of buyer. That's what we're looking at. We're going to ask them where they are on the YC startup curve right here. Okay, after that, we're going to have 2 minutes of judges Q&A, expert judges Q&A. Who are our judges tonight? Please stand up, judges, when I call your name. First, we have the wonderful Wanda Wang of Diversis Capital. We have the, stand up, powerful Pauline Tsai of Bosch Ventures. And we have next Tom Turbo, the terrific Tom Turbo of Rise Capital. And last but anything but least, we have the visionary Vic Guy of G2C Ventures. One more round of applause for all of our panelists tonight. Okay, now, next we have what makes this entire event interactive for all of you in the audience, the Pitch Night app. So I want everybody to take their phones out. This event is a fully interactive experience. It's going to look just like this. If I go to the next slide. Okay, here's the QR code. Please go scan this QR code. If you have trouble scanning that QR code for whatever reason, you can go to pitches.aicollective.com, or I think you just go to aicollective.com and you'll see a banner up top. Rohit, have you set up the Demo Night app? We're all set? Okay, nice. So you should be greeted by this screen that you see right there. You can put in whatever information you'd like. You can remain completely anonymous. You don't have to put a single thing in if you want to give really harsh feedback. If you want to make it easier for people to follow up with you, you can enter your name, you can enter your email, LinkedIn, and then whether you consider yourself a founder or whatever else. You can change that information at any time in that button in the top right corner. This is what you're going to see when companies are actually demoing. You can rate it 1 to 5 star. This is always completely anonymous. So please be brutally honest with your feedback there. Again, Steven's going to ask what the startups would like, what feedback they'd like. You can leave that right here. There are all these extra buttons down here. Get that work? Okay, nice. If you click any of those buttons down there, you can do virtual claps. You can learn more. You can test the product. Work with you, or you can even learn about investing. All those buttons are down there at the bottom. Once we have gone through and all the companies have demoed, you will have the chance to not vote, to scout invest. Everybody here gets $100,000 in a virtual scout fund, and you can allocate that however you like in 5K increments across the 6 great companies that demoed tonight. After that, we'll unveil the winners. I'll talk about the 2 awards in just a moment. Then after the event, you will see all the companies that demoed tonight, who won, the feedback you left, as well as the emails to follow up with any of the companies that demoed. Hope that all makes sense. Once again, QR code's right there. If you don't have that, or if you get lost in the middle, you just go to aicollective.com at any time, or ask a friend, phone a friend around you. This app is entirely open source. You can go find it. You can search up Demo Night app. It'll probably show up if you want to contribute. We host these events all over the world, so if you want to contribute to something bigger than yourself, again, you have the opportunity to do that. Okay, that's Pitch Night app. We talked about scout investing. Trophy ceremony. What are the awards that we are voting on tonight? Well, you guys are just voting on one. You're doing scout investing. Whichever company receives the most money will get one of those awesome trophies all the way over there. You can see the top funded award. We also have the judges who are going to be scoring on this scorecard. It's a little hard to see here, but they're going to be scoring based on innovation, execution, potential, and vision. We'll be averaging all the scores across all of those, and the winner of that gets, what was it? Let me go back. Best pitch. Okay. That is all of that. One last thing to mention, yes, there we go, is the Pitch Arena perks. So we're so excited to introduce this. Every single company that is pitching tonight, beyond just the feedback that you get and the support from everybody here, gets intros to talent and investors, much beyond the investors just here as well. And last but not least, we're doing startup credits. So to start here, we have Rory Plans AI, which is generously giving a bunch of credits, or sorry, 1 free year to all the companies there. This is a program we're just starting. We're in talks with like AWS and Anthropic and who else are we at? A lot of different people. But if you would like to offer perks to all the companies that are going to be pitching tonight, we'd love to talk. Come reach out to me, and we're going to put together an awesome program for that. Okay. With that being said, if you've been to a demo night or pitch night, you know what's coming up. I heard somebody say, oh boy. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. Sanctioned by the California State Events Commission. Our 4 judges scoring this contest arena side are Wanda Wang, sorry I had the wrong name here, Pauline Tsai, Tom Turbell, and Vic Guy. And when the action begins, our referee in charge of the arena, Stephen Campbell. This pitch night is brought to you by the AI Collective and the Rome Virtual HQ platform. And now, for those in attendance and pitch night fans watching around the world, this is the moment you've all been waiting for. Live from AWS in San Francisco. Say it with me. It's time! All right, that's all I have. Can I get one more huge round of applause as I bring up Stephen Campbell, our demo MC for tonight? There you go, buddy.
Oh, thank you, Chappie. That was incredible. Can you send me the list of the demos?
Yes, I'll do that.
Okay. Awesome. How's everyone doing? All right. I have a favor to ask from the audience. Did anyone have the pigs in a blanket for the food? Okay, I see one over there. I had like 20 of them, and I'm in a food coma right now. So if you guys could just bring the energy tonight, not just for me, but also for the wonderful demoists, that would just mean a lot to me. Y'all think you could do that for me? Let's go. All right, now we have the list of the demoists. First up, we got Demo AI.
I'll send you a screenshot.
All right. Are these are the audio ones? Hello?
There's no audio.
Hello? Hello?
You gotta give it a second.
Okay, here we go.
Press the
All right. Can you all hear me?
Can you hear me? Okay, great. How are you guys doing?
All right. We're doing good, my man. We're doing good. All right. Let's see. You got the, yep, there we go. Let's get this plugged in here.
I've never seen a non-Mac present before. I think this might be pitch night history we're seeing. Are you guys connected?
All right, folks. I think the tech gods are on our side today. So
All
that's
right,
good.
we got some paperwork to get through. So, what are your names?
I'm Shakar.
Jimmy. Okay, fantastic.
Jimmy Carter.
Jimmy Carter.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, wow, okay. I see the resemblance. What kind of feedback would you like from the audience?
I think 2 things. Maybe Jimmy has something different. One, I think whether we explain what we're doing properly. I think that's the first most important thing. And the second is, I think, just any flaws you see in our approach at all. We'd love that.
From a developer perspective.
From a developer, yeah, we're a dev tool, so any flaws at all, we'd love to hear it.
All right, so that's your reminder. Keep your phones out. This is the one presentation you should actually have your phones out for. Are you guys ready?
Absolutely.
Say, yes, Stephen, we're ready.
Yes,
Yes,
Steven!
ready.
Let's go. All right, you got 5 minutes.
All right. All right, folks, let's get started. So, hey, I'm Shakar,
I'm Jimmy.
and we're Demo. We're solving the agent privacy and accuracy crisis.
So everybody these days is building AI agents, right? But here's the dirty little secret. Most of the AI agent framework today are actually sending 100% of your database information to LM providers. So you can think, for example, user information, tables, and whatnot. Why is that a problem? Well, certainly it's a problem for a 2-day-old project that you just started on Vercel, right? But when you have like 10 years of data, 15 years of data, you have existing information you may not want, and sensitive information you may not want OpenAI to be able to see that.
Absolutely, and in fact, the privacy issue of sending folks' data to LLM providers is not the only problem. I mean, if you're doing, for example, tool calling, which everyone is doing these days, it's going to be sending maybe a massive data payload into your LLM context window. And this is going to cause several problems. It could cause system crashes, it could cause hallucination, and of course, this is leaking data, which is never good.
So this,
Oh, sorry about that.
So this is not only a security problem, it's also an efficiency and accuracy problem. So we didn't show up here only claiming to be better. We said, okay, well, we're going to run a control experiment to show that. We created 2 identical agents on both Master AI and Demo. Master AI is one of the leading agent frameworks available today, and we gave to both these agents the same identical tools. That means the same TypeScript functions, that's the same system prompts, the same LLMs. Basically, we use GPT-OSS 120B, and same identical data.
Absolutely, and the experiment we ran is we took the FBI's NIBRS data, so this is basically the FBI's crime data for every police agency in the country, and we tested 4 things. 1, whether these agents would be able to handle massive data payloads from tool calls, so the context window test, whether they'll be able to manipulate very long time series data, whether they'll be able to do very complicated mathematics, and the fourth is whether it's able to do very complex filtering and multi-step reasoning.
So you got to remember, this data set has over 65 million records available, right? So this is what we're talking about here. Actual data from back to the 90s, actually. So
yeah, 1995.
1990s. So the first question we did, basically, the first test is a context window test. We asked the question, what's the 90th percentile clearance rate for aggravated assault in 2024? And we tried on master first. And again, guys, remember, this is all the exact same tools, the exact same system prompt, the same LM, right? So, okay, well, what's the result for that? It dumped all of the data into the context window. And as you can see, it overwhelmed the agent and was unable to provide an answer. We tried this multiple times, actually 10 times for each question, and it just couldn't answer because of the size of the payload. As you can see, it dumped the entire data, the entire data that it fetched inside of the context window. Mm-hmm. And Demo was able to retrieve it and provide the accurate answer.
Absolutely. The second test was the time series test, and here this was interesting because we actually saw hallucinations. So this was a question on, hey, which cities have seen violent crime increases in 3 or more consecutive years? And as you can clearly see, Mastra, it completely hallucinated the data in 2021 and 2022. I mean, obviously New York City doesn't have 165 violent crime incidents. But Demo, on the other hand, because we're able to handle data in memory, it's perfectly able to handle very long time series data and manipulate that data perfectly.
So the next test was the math. So, okay, what if we can ask it something that goes beyond the set of available tools, right? Let's say you want to be able to get some information, some data. You also want to be able to perform some math and calculation on it. So the question was, calculate the Gini coefficient of murder distribution across California agencies. So as you can see, the master agent, again, identical, kept looping, I think over 30 times in some cases, trying the agents, and it never was able to do the math. And on the other hand, Demo was able to dynamically retrieve, to actually fetch the data, validate the data, and then dynamically create write code to do in-memory data manipulation. So it was able to basically go beyond the set of tools that it was assigned.
Yep, absolutely. Yeah. And the last test we did was the multi-step reasoning test. In this case, we wanted to ask the agent, hey, what types of weapons are used in robberies, and how does this differ between urban agencies with big populations and rural agencies with small populations? So there's almost 2 different queries that has to run simultaneously. You can see Master, once again, it kind of fell into a tool calling loop where it never responded, versus Demo, we're actually able to handle that multi-step reasoning. So you must be thinking, how do we actually do this? What is the secret sauce? Well, on the left, this is the traditional approach that most AI frameworks do, where you ask it a question, it tries to execute a tool call, but then the data from that tool call is essentially dumped straight into the LLM. And obviously, this causes all the problems we were talking about, context windows issues, massive token costs because it's reading all this raw data. Obviously, it slows down the agent. Versus on the right, you can see the Demo approach, where what we're doing is actually we're having the LLM.
All right, we are at time. Massive round of applause for Damon AI. All right, before we get into our esteemed judges panel, if you guys could come over and show us where on the curve you guys currently are. And then for everyone who can't see, I will pantomime where on the curve they are. So have no fear if you can't see.
Right. I mean, we were recently in the trough of sorrow, and just yesterday maybe that crash of ineptitude. So I'm going to go with the wiggles of false hope. Do you agree with that?
I think we're getting close to the promised land, actually. We had some more results that were pretty exciting.
How much like revenue and traction do you guys have?
Yeah, so we have about over 50 developers right now that are building on Demo. We also have like clients that are enterprise, like middle market enterprise. One is, for example, a civil engineering company that has been around for like 20 years now. They large Midwest company, and they have a ton of data. They're using .NET, and the big concern that they had is like, we don't want OpenAI, we don't want Google to be able to see our data. You guys have been able to do that, and also to agentify our existing stack in a way that was very easy. They just were able to wrap their entire code base around with Demo and agentify it in a way. And as you can see, the results, the questions, it can retrieve data from like 20 years ago accurately without hallucination, and also with the guarantees that if you're... sorry. Using time.
Just for future, so they put it on like the upswing over here, and like upside of buyer and acquisition of lid. This is like an IPO.
Okay, yeah, definitely.
Okay, yeah, Wiggles is also... That's where it is.
You guys are letting me fall, so we'll do it. All right.
Definitely we go.
Our
Yeah, that's the
esteemed
one.
judges panel. Let's yes. Who wants to pick? Yeah.
Go ahead.
All right, let's do it. You got 2 minutes.
A question for you. What does a developer have to give up in order to adopt to the platform, and what do they get back immediately?
Yeah. So in terms of giving up, there's not too much you have to give up because, thank you very much. Not too much you have to give up. Actually, our SDK is structured very similarly to things like Master AI and whatnot. Now, the one thing you may get a little bit of a drawback is maybe a little bit of a slowdown because we have a verification process. But you get a lot for what you give.
You get a lot for what you give.
So look, this is good overall presentation, a lot of explanation. So I'm going to give you quick feedback before I ask you questions. First of all, you explained the problem a lot.
Mm-hmm.
I think you gotta, if you want to do it fast and do it to investors, right, sitting in front of you, collectively here, probably more than 2 billion in assets and so on. You need to do it fast, and you talk about solution, you talk about buyer, you talk about I read a lot of text to figure out. By the way, most VCs are not going to read any of the text, right? So you want to figure out, get to the problem quickly. And you have a great example on the last slide that you want to build it for banks and hospitals. That's the example we really want to use. The banks. Why does the bank, and why does the bank care? And how many banks get sued, or how many banks get compliance fines, or the data gets lost because of cyber crime? Those are the statistics you want to start off with, and things to say. And if your developer used our IDE, this would never happen.
Sure.
So I think things like that is what you really need. I would really care. I would say all of the things that you said, you need to be very quick on. But I'm already using cursor, things like that. Where are you with the differentiation and things like that? So how you respond to that? A little bit to her question too. I'm already familiar with my IDE. Mm-hmm. This is a new thing.
Yeah, so
You have 5 seconds.
Absolutely. You can use cursor, and Demo works with that. So this is not replacing cursor.
It's like when you
All right, round of applause for Dame AI.
Got a lot of mics here. All right, next up, we have Intrigue. Or Intrigue? Intrigue, okay, fantastic. There you go.
Oh, my.
Yes, we do need a laptop. All right. All right, we got a lot of moving parts here.
I was looking at the pitch night app. About half the people left feedback on the pitch night app.
The what?
Is that better? That's probably better, right? Nice.
Thank you. He doesn't even work here. You don't even work here.
Okay, about half the people here left feedback. Let's try and get at least 100 to 150 people. Let's try and get the vast majority of people leaving feedback. All of it goes back to the companies that are demoing tonight and helps them build better products, raise more money, be more successful. All right, let's help everybody out. Go to aicollective.com. Yes.
All right. How's it going?
Great.
Would you like to introduce yourself?
Yes, my name is Jess Liu. It's great to be here tonight.
Jesslyn?
Jess Liu.
Jess Liu. All right. First and last name. We're not on that yet. What kind of feedback would you like from the audience?
Honest feedback.
Honest feedback. All right. That's what my therapist tells me I need to work on. Are you ready?
Yeah.
All right, let's do it. You got 5 minutes.
Hello, everyone. It's great to be here today. As mentioned, my name is Jess Liu. I am the CEO and founder of Intrigue, and we have built autonomous AI agents for the consulting industry. So let's dive straight into the problem. We are talking about an industry that is supposed to be the experts behind advice that's given to Fortune 500s and is the backbone of some of the global decision-making that's made with enterprises. The problem with this industry is that the majority of their time actually goes towards data cleansing and analysis before they can even get to the insights. So this is a $300 billion, with a B, billion-dollar industry we are talking about. The problems we see is that up to 40% of the consultant's time is wasted on low-value, repeatable work. It's no surprise that consultants are also highly paid. Right out of college, they make a minimum of 6 figures. And with AI coming onto the scene, clients are going to be expecting price sensitivity because more can be done with the technology that is now available. So that's where Intrigue comes into play. We've built a system with autonomous AI agents that analyze data, looks at data, calculates, and delivers insights just like their counter-peer consultants do. Now, how does it work? So our sweet spot is really focused on financial data. So our starting use case is working with corporate finance advisors. And in terms of, I'll start by telling you what we don't do. What we don't do is we don't put the data directly into an LLM and expect the LLM to do the calculation. It's no surprise that that doesn't work. In terms of the data we see, just last week I saw a data room with 1,400 files, all kinds of PDFs, Excel, Word. This is very typical for our clients to come across. We also deal with very deep data sets, very messy Excel workbooks, et cetera. So what our system does and what is our moat and proprietary about what we've built is that we cleanse, we structure the data, we use a schema detection engine to put the data into, and then what we do is we actually use AI to run code over the data, and we execute that code over the data to be able to do some of the analysis that similarly the consulting counterparts would do, such as calculating compounded annual growth, et cetera. So let's talk about what's going on in the market. A lot of our customers do use traditional LLMs. It's still quite hard work getting traditional LLMs up to speed around the context of what it is, how we need to look at the data, what it is you need to prompt it on. So we actually ingest the engagement letter at the start of the system. So there's quite a bit of context that's already fed in. Our AI agents are trained just to think like corporate finance advisors as well. So we really take away a lot of the hard work and allow our users to get straight to the insights and to be able to interact with the insights from there. Now let's take a second to talk about the market. So let's start by saying that consulting is 10 times the size of the legal tech industry. We've seen some amazing advances in legal tech. We've seen some great unicorns come out of that industry, including Harvey AI and Eve. And our bias to you is that consulting is right behind that. So my favorite slide, traction. We're just ahead of our product launch, but we do have paying users on the beta version of our system. We've structured 58 billion rows of data. We have 4 active pilots currently. We also have just under 500,000 of ARR in the pipeline. We're really excited to be talking to some of the major players in the industry, such as Grant Thornton. We worked on a joint bid with Deloitte to one of their largest accounts being PIF, the Saudi Sovereign Wealth Fund. So in terms of our team, I've spent over a decade working in this field. I know exactly the pain that we are trying to solve for. I've worked with some of the top tier PE funds within consulting, such as EQT and TPG. I'm very fortunate to be working with a good friend of mine, Sed, who is a 5-time founder, I lose track. He previously scaled a business to 7 figures of ARR, and he's led tech teams at companies such as Canon and Nokia. We're also backed by a team of 10 in total, which we're really fortunate about. So we're not currently raising, but we are looking to raise in a few months' time. We are very excited about hitting some ARR targets. And
we are at time.
That's that. Thank you.
We are at time. Round of applause for Intrigue.
Right. How you feeling?
Great. Well, we'll see.
Well, how are you feeling overall? Maybe that's the better question.
Oh boy. We were here for a long time. I'm hoping we're just at the start of a little up, like hopefully here. But I don't know. I don't want to jinx it.
More honesty than the previous teams. Way more honesty.
What was it?
Oh yes, I'm supposed to pantomime. So there's a part that goes like this, and it's the crash of the aptitude, and that's where we're at. All right, 2 minutes from our esteemed judges panel. Wanda, kick us off.
Yeah, I'm curious to understand more about, is Intrigue supposed to be used as like a staff augmentation type of product, or where it acts like a co-pilot to an existing consulting team, or is it meant to fully replace one of your junior consultants, or both?
Yeah, good question. I mean, there was a startup that was backed by YC recently that is trying to replace consultants. That's not our approach at all. We're augmenting. Our view is that there's still many reasons for why consultants are hired, such as being an insurance policy that we can't replace. So we're augmenting rather than replacing.
Okay, cool.
You mentioned the engagement letter for part of the context. Can you tell a little bit more about the contextual element and how you're informing the tool?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, there's a lot of context that goes into just being able to interpret the financial data. Like pivot tables, for example, are not common in kind of the data science environment. So to be able to give that context and how that data is looked at is a big part of it. But coming back to the scope as well, understanding the scope for the insights. So we're able to create insights without getting into too much detail, we're able to create insights with that context of both how you would look at the data, but also what the engagement entails.
This is a great question, Tom. Vic?
I have 2 questions, so see how much time you have. 1, how are you really getting that pipeline developed? And 2, as you develop this pipeline, are the use cases same or they're very different? Each customer, you mentioned 4 firms, they're best firms in what they do.
Yeah, to answer the second question first, the use cases are quite similar. I think we do a pretty good job at saying no to use cases that don't apply to our system. And to answer the first question, our pipeline, we started off with relationships because between me and our head of sales, we were in the industry for quite a long time. But we've built something a bit more repeatable around selling through associations and industry organizations.
Awesome, we're at time. Round of applause for Intrigue.
Thank you.
And a reminder, they're looking for honest feedback as opposed to the other demos. All right, next up, we have Shorts AI. All right, round of applause for Shorts AI.
Yes. All right, do you want to introduce yourself to the audience?
Hello everyone, my name is Christian Karp, and it's a delight to be here tonight.
It's a delight to be here.
It's
it
a
sounds
delight.
like you have maybe a European accent. Where are you joining us from?
I'm from Romania,
Wow.
from Bucharest. I just landed in SF like last summer.
Last summer. Do you like it here?
I love it here.
Okay. Shorts AI. How did
Shorts
you choose the name?
Well, it just came to me because I'm creating short form content. It's just Shorts AI. I asked a couple of people, they liked it, and that was it.
That's tough to support a competitor showing up with Pants AI on, but
I know.
something for next time. All right. What kind of feedback would you like from the audience?
So, I'd like to know if and what resonates with you from my pitch. Right. That's it.
If and what resonates. Fantastic. Are you ready to enter the pitch arena?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Steven.
Steven.
Okay,
I'm ready,
awesome.
Steven.
You got 5 minutes.
I've got just now. Okay, guys. So I've got one quick question for you. How many of you have a company or a product here? I'm going to stay here. Raise your hands. How many have a company or product? Okay. You over there. What's the name of your company? Agentis. Okay. What about you?
AI Collective.
Oh, god damn, no. What about you? QA. Okay, guys. Well, I'm going to be honest with you. I don't know either of your companies, and I'd love to know them. And also, you might not know a lot of the, everyone, you in this room here, you might not know their names, right? You might not know their companies. So the thing is, we all know the origin stories of like Facebook, Instagram, WhatsApp, and Amazon, you know? But the thing is, those stories weren't told when they were successful. Those stories started from day one, right? So, like you guys, I also have this problem. I've been building products for the last 14 years, and one of the biggest challenges has been creating content for those startups and getting the story out there, the story of my own startups. So a couple of years ago, 2 years ago, with all the AI stuff going on, I set off on a journey of all the AI video editors out there. I wanted to create content for my company. And guess what happened? The content that I created was all AI slop. So I said to myself, you know what? I think I can do better than that. So I created a quick script. I coded it over. And I asked one of my clients, I had a B2B client back then, I asked them, you know, I knew you were doing videos. They were using Google Slides, of all of the things, Google Slides to create videos out of it. So I told them, you know, I have a better solution. You use my product, and I'm going to create videos for you. It wasn't even built. It was just a script. And they liked it. Not even just they liked it, they paid for it. So that's how I got my first customer. So, you know, I then realized I'm not the only one who has this problem. There's so many people in the world that struggle to tell their stories, to do content. So I set off on a journey to get rid of prompting of all the things in the world. We're all technical here, but people, users, should not need to know prompting to create content. So that's how Shorts AI was born. Basically, we created a really mobile-first, mobile-only app where users can create videos with AI. We've gotten to over 110,000 users so far, organically, since we created it. You know, the first rule of YC, startups, and A60Z, and everyone says the product has to be intuitive. So, you know, users should not know about AI, LLMs, prompting, and everything like that. It should be as simple as in 3 minutes, you should have your videos. So right now, I'm asking you this. What kind of excuse do we have from promoting ourselves, from telling our own stories? You know? Because there's none. So tonight, I'm choosing 5 people from the audience to help go viral. And not only that, I'm going to give you guys credits on the app. So go ahead, download the app, and tag us on social media. And I want your honest feedback. We've been working with content creators, Hollywood studios. We just signed a deal with a Hollywood studio from LA. And we're helping shape the future of video storytelling. Right now, you have no excuse from starting to get your story out there. Thank you so much.
I think that was the most European pitch I've ever seen.
Oh, really? How do you define European?
All right. Yes, we're on this part. So, where are you guys?
So, what's the promised land?
That's like your. I don't know. You just kind of know it.
That's fun. Then I don't know. It's not that then. Well,
it's probably not that.
I would say, I would want to say Griggles of false hope. We just increased our revenue. Just like I did an experiment 2 days ago, and our revenue is starting to grow slowly but surely.
What's your revenue?
I'm not going to tell you that.
It's there though. You gotta.
we have competitors in the space.
She goes to a different school. You wouldn't know. All right, esteemed, wonderful judges. Oh, you're supposed to use this mic. All right, we got 2 minutes of questions.
How do you balance creative control with automation? So if you automate a lot, you're gonna not have the creative control. Yeah, how do you balance these two?
That's a really good question. And working with creatives, working with content creators, artists, filmmakers, video editors, they have the skills. I'm putting these tools in your hand, but you have an idea, you have a vision. So using that vision, you can deliver, be more creative.
Good question. Elaine, Vic, Tom, or Wanda?
So I would say this, you must have a great app, but to really scale this app, you need money. So your pitch needs to talk about how everybody who wants to invest in you will make money. That's what did not resonate with me. It's a great app, I'm sure it's very creative and so on, but as an investor, I want to know how we can help you make money.
Yes.
Right? And with money, you can do 10x your vision. You're a great, smart guy, but so think about that, think about your pitch a little bit.
Okay, thank you.
You took that feedback really well.
What can I say? Thank you so much, guys.
Okay, I have some questions. So, how many users did you guys say you have?
So, as of today, 117,000.
Okay. AI Collective Intelligence is reaching out to me, and they say you have 6 ratings on the App Store.
Check the Google Play Store.
Oh. All right, intelligence out there. Let me know those numbers when we get back to this.
And I have 1,000 reviews as well, 4.2 stars.
Round of applause for Shorts AI. All right, next up, we have a special chat presentation.
Okay, I'm coming up to present on behalf of Rome. This kind of counts as a demo / pitch, and it kind of doesn't. Normally, I have the sponsor come up and speak when we're kicking off the event. I figured it'd be kind of fun for me to do a demo of what they're working on. Here, I'm going to switch this just so it's a little bit easier for me to give a demo. Where did the settings? Okay. I'm going to mirror my screen just so I can do this more easily and not bore you guys. Displays. Okay, mirror. Okay, before we do get kicked off, can I get just a really quick one more round of applause for Rome, because they really did make tonight possible, and they've made so much possible for the AI Collective. When they first started partnering with them, we were at 10 or 15 chapters. We're now, as you saw on that crazy map, in 30 plus countries. And I think Rome has actually played a huge role in that. So I wanted to show how we use it at the AI Collective every day. This is actually our virtual HQ. This is our Rome. You can see we have a few people in office. This is one of the mini floors. You can actually see all the floors here. These are some of our teams. Then we also have all the locations around the world, SF Bay Area, USA East, Central West, and all that stuff, all filled with people. And then you can see this is our HQ and leadership floor. So the first thing I'm in right now is I'm in an office. I'm going to go knock on Rohit's door. Rohit's actually here. Oh, you're not going to be able to hear it, are you? That's fine. You don't need to really hear it. But you can see that Rohit and I are in his office right now. This is super nice. I'll check in with him multiple times a day. He's one of our founding engineers, just seeing what's going on here. Rohit, do you want to come hop into my office? So we're going to hop into my office now. You can come knock on my door. I'll let him in. You can kind of do this at any time. Cool thing you can see down here is I have this virtual shelf. It's a little hard to see. Let me click on one of these. This is actually first AI Collective event ever. This was our first demo night ever. I'm going to turn the sound off. There we go. This was our first event this is in Bangalore, I think. Oh, there's a lot of other photos there. So this is the office space. You see it's camera off. It's super casual. If it's 5 a.m. in the morning and I'm working, I just want to knock on somebody's door, but I'm not ready to be camera on. If we do want to be camera on, there are these nice meeting rooms. I'm going to head into this. Rohit, do you want to follow me? There you are. So this is where we be camera on. I can say hi. I can do Romoji reactions. Oh, Catherine's here too. Catherine's probably hanging out in D.C. or New York. You in New York or D.C., Catherine? We can't hear her. There we go. Everybody say hi to Catherine. Everybody wave at Catherine. There's Catherine. All right. Thanks, everybody. I'm going to go back to, actually, I'm going to go to the Collective Theater. We just hosted our All Hands here. We host a lot of our online events here. Super cool if you want to have like this massive stage and everything like that. One thing you'll have noticed down here is this little Magic Minutes button. If I were in a meeting room, you'd actually see it will record Magic Minutes if I'm with people. And then I can go over here and I can see all of my meetings and their recordings here. And just like a granola, you can record any meeting that includes Zoom meetings and Google Meets, and it's all centralized right here. They, of course, have built this very complex agentic chatbot that can like automatically reschedule meetings for me. It has all those action items. I can generally knock out like half of those through their agent and stuff like that. So, last thing I'll mention is they also have lobbies, kind of like Calendly, right, built into this. I have multiple different links. I have like a VIP link. Don't use my VIP link. But that's how you would schedule meetings with me. And these are like hyper customizable. I think if I click on one of these, maybe you get a little sense on like how crazy customizable they are. So I basically use Roam for everything now. I'm on it 24/7, and you can see a lot of our team is too. It's so helpful for us, like with being globally distributed. We have people all over the world to just be able to knock on anybody's door and stuff like that. We have an awesome partnership with them. We get to use this for free, but if you are interested in giving them a try, I'll send out an email with this link later, so you don't have to worry about scanning the QR code right now. But they want me to say 8-minute average meeting time. I can say that's true from knocking on people's doors, asking quick questions. It works for small teams. I know we're a team of hundreds of people, but it also works for small teams, globally distributed and everything like that. We have an AI Collective exclusive 1-month free trial, so if you use that link or the link that I'll send after this, you get that discount, and then it's cheaper than I think having Slack for your team. And then you get everything beyond Slack that I showed you there. So can I get one last round of applause for Roam, again, for making our community possible all around the world. They have been so critical for us, and I'm really happy I got to show them today. That's all I have. I don't get to do judges Q&A. I'm sorry. That wasn't an actual pitch. Where's Steven? Steven, do you want to come back up and lead the rest? That's your intermission, folks. There you go.
Wow, that was great, Chappie.
Oh. You take that.
Oh, thank you. Just wanted to do a quick team member shout out. I'm just so proud. One of our, where's Mihir? Mihir, where are you? Where he is? So Mihir, he's on the team. He's recently left the team full time to go start a venture. Can we do a quick round of applause? We're so proud of him. Is anyone in the room an engineer? Okay. Anyone unhappy with their current place of employment? Well, Mihir, stand up again. This handsome man is hiring. They have venture funding. They're in health tech. So if you're an engineer, please find him. Vouch for him completely. All right, moving on. We got Trace IQ from downtown. All right. We're all waiting. Would you like to introduce yourself? Oh, dude, another Windows computer? What is going on here? Do you have an Android phone too?
Yes.
You need help with this?
Yes. No, I need the USB-C.
He has a Windows computer and it doesn't even have all the ports. I feel like that's the one reason to.
It just has a USB-C.
This isn't going. I think it's in. All right. Would you?
Let's see that.
Not in. It's not in. Does that one have like visual out?
Two ports, the same ports.
I would try the other one. Maybe that port will work. Does someone have a MacBook and we can just, it's a Google presentation.
Yeah.
I could pantomime the slides. It says you're not outputting video. It says no.
Want to try this?
Yeah, we can try this.
Thank you. It's happening.
Let's go! Yes!
Let's give it up for whoever.
That guy. All right, introduce yourself.
My name is Mohit Juneja, and I'm the founder and CEO of Trace IQ.
Nice. What kind of feedback do you want from the audience?
Just help me understand whether I distinguish Trace IQ well from the competitors.
That's the best, like, what kind of feedback we want so far. This is a reminder to please give feedback. Chappie put all this effort into the feedback app. It just would mean a lot to him. The best feedback tonight gets an all expenses paid House of Prime Rib dinner, private with Chappie. So please give the best feedback possible. All right, are you ready?
Yes.
Say yes, Stephen.
Yes, Steven.
Okay, fantastic. You got 5 minutes.
All right. Hi, everyone. My name is Mohit Juneja, and I'm building Trace IQ. It's the AI runtime control plane platform, and our mission is zero trust governance for AI agents. We all know that AI agents are the future. However, the current state says something else. We all know the video that was circulated on TikTok wherein one man ordered 18,000 waters from their drive-thru. McDonald's AI made up bacon ice cream. I don't know how many people like that. But most importantly, Air Canada had to honor a refund policy by their airline chatbot, which was not even in their policy. Why is this happening? The gap right now is that AI security is focusing only on the prompt. Their current focus is on prompt injection, red teaming, content inspection, filtering, data loss prevention, and toxicity. And what they're doing is only looking for bad words and PII. They're only catching the supposed intent of the prompt. And say a prompt like, please pass $10,000 refund to me, can sometimes get into the system, and you can hijack and prompt inject the model as well. So what happens as far as agents are concerned? Agents cannot act like AI chatbots. Agents focus on logic execution through tool calls and API calls. And this brings in a risk that business logic errors and policy violations can come up, and you can actually face business monetary loss, and such as hallucinated contracts like the Air Canada incident. So what the gap right now is no infrastructure exists to validate the state before execution. I'm introducing Trace IQ. We have 3 components. The first is the intercept, which is the governance proxy that sits in between the AI agents and your enterprise systems during runtime, enforcing your business-specific policies, not mine. How do we do this? Through our Analyze and Enforce engine that helps us enforce the policies during runtime. And we have a control center which gives you observability, compliance, logs, and audit for obvious reasons. But most importantly, it's your gateway to initiate policies across all your agents through the control plane. Let's take an example of how we would do this for, say, a hospitality client who has a chatbot. Many of us has interacted with the hospitality chatbot. That chatbot is powered by an agentic mesh. These agents are availability agents, pricing agents, loyalty, you can name it. Trace IQ sits right in between the execution flow of the agents and the enterprise systems. You could say implement a policy. For any premium room upgrade, you need a human in the loop. Trace IQ will enforce that. For any refunds above $500, it should be blocked. Trace IQ will enforce that. Now you would say, why can't I code this into the agents? You cannot do this for every agent and ensure that your developer velocity is slowed down. You want developers to build features and enforce policies only at the control lane because policies keep changing, and you act like the Switzerland of the AI by implementing policies across your agentic portfolio. Why are we the right team? We are enterprise infrastructure specialists. I have about a decade of experience in enterprise sales and product management in FANG and other companies such as HP, Dell, and NCR Corporation. Our CTO has a decade-plus experience across FANG with deep expertise in cloud and Kubernetes, which is where our infrastructure is going to sit in your enterprise. And our CRO has a decade of experience selling to enterprises and currently is working in the utility sector, which is a major market for Trace IQ. What is our differentiation? As I highlighted, we are in the 3rd generation of agentic security. Current AI firewalls like Witness AI and Protect AI, they only look at, they are stateless. They do not check the state at which the execution is happening. Trace IQ is the only one who does that. And we are vendor agnostic, and we prevent bad actions of AI agents and not bad behavior or bad words. What is the validation right now? We have validated the pain point and the architecture from the Marriott APAC CIO, and our Marriott pilot proposal is under review with the global IT team in the US. We are also in discussion with the CISO of a multi-billion-dollar manufacturing firm in the US, and we are also in active discussions with Nightcap, which is a hospitality AI training platform for your restaurant staff to look at their dram shop guardrail pilot. From a strategic advisor standpoint, we are in active discussions with an enterprise SaaS cybersecurity veteran who has had multiple exits and is also currently a CEO. How will we make money? Typical standard enterprise, we have a license. We will charge for that as a one-time fee with a renewable support structure and a usage-based component as well added to it. Why is this important for you? It's the total addressable market. This is growing at 36.5% CAGR across the next 5 years. And mind you, this is only the direct governance market. The indirect governance, which includes compliance, audit, and the other things, makes it a much bigger market and attractive for you to invest in. The ask is we're raising $2 million, and that will help us hire the right engineers, deploy our version 1, and reach our $1 million ARR run rate. We're validated, we have the experience, and we are looking for your help to scale. Thank you.
Right on time. Trace IQ. You did great. Was it stressful?
You could see it.
Oh, I didn't. I just saw you. All right. Oh, you got the marker right there. Where on the board is Trace IQ?
Wow. I want to be safe and say that I'm right here. It's only
Crash of ineptitude. So it's like this.
It's only up from here.
Nice. I mean, you know, you guys are raising your pre-seed round, right? Yeah. It's tough. All right, judges. We got 2 minutes of questions.
Can you talk about some common initial use cases for the product?
Oh, yeah. You could, again, I can go back to my slide on the hospitality chatbot. You could simply have no platinum room upgrades, no bookings on blackout dates. The advantage of implementing this at the control layer, you don't need to hard code if-else statements.
So I was more so asking from if you have any inbounds or initial demands that you're seeing, where do they come from?
Sorry, I didn't get that question.
No, I was more so asking in terms of initial demand that you're seeing, where do they mostly come from?
It's a lot of the hospitality space. You would assume the hospitality space is behind on tech, but they are pretty ahead as far as agentic development and mesh development is concerned. So that's a lot of demand that we are seeing. And utilities. Utilities is another big space because of the contractors that they work with and the AI agents that these contractors interact with provided by the utilities like P&G and Seattle City Lights and the others.
Makes sense.
Great question, Pauline.
Quick one related to that. Are you going direct? It sounds like you're going direct in most cases. Is there any parallel path of going straight to chatbots and the others?
Yeah, our pilot proposal is direct and AI providers. That's why Nightcap is an AI platform company. Thank you for the question. We want to approach the market from both angles, direct and the channel partner route as well.
Thank you.
30 seconds. Wanda?
From a technical point of view, if you were to compare yourself to opaque systems who are doing confidential computing and doing the whole secure at the hardware level, what level of security does your product provide? You mentioned runtime.
Runtime, yes.
Okay.
It's runtime, and we sit in the application logic, so you are checking the state before execution, unlike the AI firewalls that only check for content filtering.
Okay. All right, we're at time. Round of applause for
I think he has a question.
You gotta stick to the rules, man. Where would we be without our rules?
I can chat with you.
You should know that better than anyone. It's the rules thing. All right.
It's a rules engine.
Rules engine. Next up, we have Strada. I'm gonna trot up here.
Do you need USB-C?
Are you ready? You got to choose. Have you screen shared before? Here, I'll show you. Stop extending. There you go. Start mirroring. There you go. All right, Fela.
Yes.
Nice to have you here.
Thank you.
How are you feeling?
Yeah, I'm feeling good.
Okay, great. What kind of feedback would you like from the audience?
I'd just like to know which executives I should be speaking with in your organization.
What, like stakeholders?
Yeah.
Okay, what stakeholders should he be speaking to? Are you ready?
Yes, sir.
All right, let's do it. You got 5 minutes.
Every year, $10.5 trillion is lost due to cyber attacks. By 2026, 2027, this number is going to go to about 20 to 27 trillion per annum. 98% of these cyber attacks starts with social engineering. The world's most wanted social engineer, hacker, said, "I don't hack computers, I hack people." Since the launch of OpenAI, phishing attacks have grown over 4,000%, and this number rises. As of February 2024, Change Healthcare lost over $2.87 billion due to a ransomware attack. It was a phishing attack. At some point, X, Twitter, was hacked via a DM. Same with Arab, which engaged employees via a Zoom call, and none of the employees were real. And this person wired 25 million. So it's deepfake. Now, the problem isn't about the employees clicking. The problem is that why should they even see these attacks at all? And that's where we are coming in. And so, even after training your employees, these employees still have about 92% click rate. And that's a huge problem. And so, what Trotter does is we're blocking all these kind of social engineering attacks before your employees ever see them. And so, the question again is, why now? This year and next, enterprises dislike the rise of B2B enterprise again, and they'll be adopting AI at over 78%. Again, there are over 2.3 million open source LLM models on Hugging Face right now. Attackers also have access to that. The ratio of agentic agents to human right now is about 82 to 1. And so the problem goes on and on. And so this is how Trotter works. So we don't ever read your internal communications. We only focus on external incoming communications. We have an SMTP relay that does your domain check, the subdomain, and also try to know if your domain is spoofed or not. We've got some ML models we are currently building. This decides if this is real or not, and it gets blocked or delivered if it's not. And so we connect with all of your communication channels with just one API. And so this is what happens with and without Trotter. So you always get those emails, and with Trotter, you will never ever see them. Your employees don't ever have to see them. Adaptive Security recently raised about $81 million from OpenAI and in NVIDIA, and it was just really about training employees. In reality, in the age of where we are right now, there's still going to be a huge ransomware attack coming. And so this is why we win. We do pre-delivery blocking, and so we've been simulating these attacks over 6 months right now, and we do simulation and also prevention. So we simulate these attacks, what it could be, and also block them before it ever gets to employees. So a single API for all your, so for every time you adopt Trotter, it's 8% return on investment. So we've got 4 paying customers right now, about 2.35 million in pipeline. We're currently speaking with JP Morgan, American Airlines, Walmart. And this is my team, a Red Hat hacker, ex-Techstars. I've got 6 patents. I've also got my team, cracked engineers with background in ML engineering. We recently won first prize at the INSEAD AI Venture Lab and got advisors from Harvard, INSEAD, and Stanford. We're raising $3 million to reach 10 million ARR in 12 months. And thank you, everyone. Woo!
That was excellent. I feel like that you just did a great job of hitting all like the pieces in the pitch. That was just awesome.
Thank you.
All right. Where on the startup growth curve are you guys?
Well, I would say we are currently, maybe not first hope, maybe hope. Wiggles of hope, maybe around somewhere, We recently got a major client yesterday. They've got access to multiple, it was an insurance company, that has access to a lot of other government bodies. So for us, that is, I would say, wiggle of hope for us. So it will be
Nice. Wiggles of false hope. Do you agree, judges? Yes. Tom's nodding. All right. We got 2 minutes of questions.
It's a great presentation. I think you, as Steven said, you hit a lot of good points. In terms of stakeholders, I hope you're talking to every CISO, every Chief Information Security Officer, right?
After speaking to about 105 CISOs, they told us what they fear the most is AI-powered social engineering attacks, and that's what we're solving.
My biggest question is how close you are to that JP Morgan deal?
I think this is one of the reasons
you could point it on that.
Let me go back.
You could use his chart.
So we've had like more than 10 meetings with JP Morgan, and they're telling us we need to speak about 40 people. And so we're looking for someone that can help us fast track that.
Okay.
Thank you.
I'll take that as an answer for now. And the other thing is, this is a very crowded market, right? You have some very heavy incumbents. I mean, you have Microsoft offering the same solution. You have Google.
They're not offering the same solution. So what they offer is post-delivery. We are offering pre-delivery. And we do simulation and prevention. So if Google tries to do this, they're going to lose billions of dollars. Google can do this, but they won't do it because they're going to reduce the volume of emails you receive is going to reduce. And that's why they won't compete in this.
Very good.
I have a follow-up question to that if we have time. So in enterprise security team, I believe they already block a lot of the malicious emails. So in some way, they're already doing this, right? They're just not doing it good enough.
Actually, what they do right now, they have static firewalls, firewalls that block all of these attacks. But these firewalls are not learning. So what we build is building a simulation engine that is able to, in a sandbox environment, is able to predict what this attack would be like and also block them before your employees ever see them. So even after those firewalls, all of those attacks I mentioned, they got firewalls and they got breached. Those ransomwares are for real, and that's what we're blocking out.
Makes
sense. All right, we're out of time.
Thank you, guys. Thank you, everyone.
All right, next up, we have Emotions AI. Is Emotions AI in the room?
There we go. I think you're good. Great. Would you like to introduce yourself?
Yes. Hi, everyone. My name is Pian Pian, founder and CEO of Emotions AI.
Awesome. What kind of feedback would you like from the audience?
3 questions. What would make you invest in my company? Second, what would make this product valuable for you? Third, what would make you interested in joining me and my team?
Great. 3 great questions. All right. Are you ready?
Yes.
Let's do it. You got 5 minutes.
How many of you have sit in sales conversations with potential customers or potential employers or teammates, and you wish that you have something, but then later regret that you didn't? Raise their hand. Good number. At Emotions AI, what we're building is we're building emotional intelligence, real-time AI for enhancing sales interactions. And my background, I grew up in a village in China. I came to the US for initially my PhD in sociology at Yale. And then I became a product manager. And as a product manager, I found it very challenging to talk to my engineering managers, and I always said the wrong thing, and I wish I didn't say that, and I wish there's something at the time I didn't know it's AI, that can listen to me and tell me, hey, you should stop saying this. You should stop arguing with your engineering manager, and guide me on how to interact with people. Fast forward, I become a founder, and I also talk to potential customers, and I found sales is really hard. And I talked to a lot of business leaders and sales leaders and realized a lot of salespeople also struggle with similar challenges of connecting well with their customers, connecting well with their potential customers. It's very hard to try to build an emotional connection while remembering all the product details, technical details. And in the age of AI, what is left? What is most important? What is a skill that's important? Take a guess. Emotional intelligence, guess based on our name. So we are here to help salespeople, because managers and sales and engineers and coaches can't be in every call with you to guide you or give you feedback or suggestions. So what we provide is an emotional intelligence AI teammate that can sit in calls with you, give you suggestions on how to better communicate with your potential customer, how they're feeling, how to answer the questions, how to give answers to any of their technical or product questions. And the AI can also give you feedback afterward, and it's all tailored with your company's information, and they can practice with you before you get into a call. So this AI can help you reduce your ramp-up time, help you increase your revenue, help you be a top rep even if you have never done sales before, and help you make more money. Who doesn't want that, right? So we have currently have some users, a few thousand free users, as well as some paying customers, some individuals, some companies. We have a strong pipeline. For example, we're in talks with one of the biggest commercial real estate firms, which has 1,600 salespeople, to help them reduce the ramp-up time, help the salespeople get up to speed faster. We already have some users that love our product. They found this is the only solution they found, that instead of the sales leaders being every call, AI can guide and coach their salespeople. So myself, I have a rare combination of product and social science background, and also AI and sales execution in depth from my team. And we also have advisors, angel investors with expertise in top experts in emotional intelligence and sales. We're tapping into a really big market, $30 billion market for all the global facing teams. If we can get 2,000 customers each paying $50,000, it already makes us a unicorn. So the future is emotional intelligence, real-time AI for every interaction. We're starting with sales, but we're not going to stop from here. We will make every one of you be successful when you're interacting with your potential customers, your team, and even in the future, your family and friends. We're going to expand from sales to customer success, from analyzing not just text, but multimodal analysis, to integrating all the workflows and systems. And in the future, the AI can also interact directly with some customers to do some of the simple sales, but we're not going to replace salespeople as a whole. And our competitive advantage is bringing the emotional intelligence, real-time insight, as well as the company proprietary knowledge to provide the real-time suggestions. And we have some angel investors. We're mostly bootstrapped to get to the product launch. We have the initial user and customer. We are looking to raise around $2 million, accept both angel and VC investment, and this will help us get to $1 million ARR in the first year, $4 million in the second year. And join me in the journey. Sign up to at emotions.ai to try our product, use our product, and contact me if you're interested in investing, using our product, or joining me in my team. Thank you so much.
Right on time. Wow. That was awesome. Have you thought about like in-person use cases?
That's actually why I originally wanted the AIs at the time when I would become a new product manager. There was all in-person meetings. So we would love to make it available in person. For now, it's virtual call, but that's kind of our vision.
Maybe me and my co-founder could use it. He can't read facial emotions, so. You know we have really good tech, though, in case you guys care.
We'll keep it secret between us.
Awesome. All right. You want to pick up the fake pencil and show us where on the curve you are?
what is this acquisition of liquidity?
I mean, no one's even near there. No one's.
So I think we're in the promised land. I interpret as we are making promises that will help you be successful.
Good, okay, yeah. That's a good answer. You got to circle it, though. Yeah, you got to own it. Now it's legally binding. Okay.
Great.
Awesome. Esteemed judges.
Real quick one on that. Can you recap sort of where you are in that product timeline? It sounded like.
Yeah.
And then separately, and also in that second slide as well, in terms of
revenue
and ramp. Are we in year 0 and now we go just to get there?
Yeah. So we currently already have a real-time AI launch. We're currently doing text analysis. We already have some engineers, one of our engineers in the room. We have some engineers already prototyping with the multimodal analysis with analyzing facial expressions, voice, and tone. We have some pre-call prep, like role play. We are starting to work on integration with like Zoom and other tools. So we're kind of like between second and third in this column. Yeah. And in terms of revenue, we're not we're not close to 1 million yet. We're in the stage of kind of working with early design partners and paying customers.
What revenue are you at? Can we go back to that graph?
We currently have $5,000.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Great presentation.
Thank you.
I would say this. I have two questions. One comment, basically. What will make me invest is if you were to tell me, some of the competitors you mentioned, but if it would make you invest, how are you beating players like Gong on this? Because that's one of the prime players in the market. They're not that old a company. They're like 10 years old, but so relatively they're not an AI native company. They're becoming AI native now. But they are kind of the gorilla in the house right now, but that's what most people sign up for. And one more thing is most salespeople tell me they already have AI, there are 6 AI tools my salespeople are using, so I need to figure out how to integrate with something that they're already using. The other thing is, how are you making sure your AI is recommending the right thing? Do you have tools like Dmytro or Trace IQ that make sure that it's not teaching me the wrong thing?
Great questions. So for the first question, how are we going to compete with Gong? So for some of these incumbents, like you said, they're not AI native. They did not start with building as real time. They started as a recording tool. Second is they don't bring in the emotional intelligence expertise versus I have the background in that. We have experts in that. We're not going to stop at sales. We're going to expand from sales to customer success and other interactions versus I think Gong for now is staying in more of the sales space. So we're a startup, we're going to iterate faster, build better in the real-time AI, like emotional intelligence, sales insight space. But we're also looking into integrate with some of these products, like even like Gong or Salesforce. So if a company already using some of these tools, we can still be complementary instead of trying to compete with all of them. So sometimes it's kind of better to join them instead of try to always like fight them. So.
Awesome, we're at time. Round of applause for Emotion.
Thank you.
Let's do another round of applause for all the incredible demoists who pitches, the pictures you came.
Okay. Wait, can I get I got this mic. There we go. Okay, are you and I co-emceeing here? Let's do it.
And judges, please tally your scorecards.
Yes, please start tallying. So if you look at your app now, you should see investing time. And yes, it is, let me click, there we go. It is Scout investing time, wait. Okay, so we are going to have the judges tabulate the scores. We are gonna have you all going ahead and allocating up to 100K. I would suggest you allocate the whole 100K Scout fund. The record, can you got some music going, Rohit? Oh, I don't know if I can hear it very loud. So wait, okay, I'm sure you're working on it. The record for most, who raised the most last time? It was Transit. Transit received $5.5 million in Scout investments.
Chat bucks. They're called chat bucks.
Chat bucks. They're called chat bucks. Sure. 5.5 million chat bucks in investment last November. Let's see if somebody beats that tonight. If you added your name, I think it's not too late to add your name. Yeah, you can still add your name in the top right corner. We'll come back to this in a couple years, and we can see who actually allocated their money best. So it might make sense to spread it out across a few different companies, a few different bets. We'll have this nice music playing in the background. I'm going to start looking at how we're doing here. If you want to check in with the judges, and judges, all we need to do is just determine the single best. And as long as we determine the single best, we're chilling here. Presenter.
Well, to figure out the best.
Got it.
There we go. And we got plenty more to go. It is a tight three-way race right now. We're talking about tens of K. Wow. Every $5,000 increment counts right now. It's actually a 5K difference. And we have over 2 million for the leader so far. Okay, keep it going. It has gone back and forth like 10 times now, the number 1 and number 2. It is like dead even. It just went back and forth again. All right, keep going. It's literally like, it's basically tied right now. Actually, I'm going to allocate my capital. Okay, it's still very close. Keep allocating your capital. I still see more numbers coming in. I see numbers going up and down. Yes, and also feel free to talk to the people next to you. Make a new friend, compare what investments you did and why. A lot of great insights. It's neck and neck. Okay. We are locked in. All right, I'm moving us to the results section. I think we have a critical mass. And then Rohit, as I announce them, you can press that little button. Yeah, you can take the music off, and as I announce it, you can press the button there. Okay, there we go. You got the trophies up here? Nice.
Which one are we doing? Funded first?
Let's see. Okay, it is trophy ceremony time. Let's see. Oh yeah, I guess that's fine to show that number. Okay, can I get everybody's attention? We are going to do the trophy ceremony now. We have 2 trophies to give out. Yes, round of applause for trophies. All right, and let's get straight into it. So this is top funded. This is all of you vote in the audience for the most funded favorite from your scout fund tonight. This was very even. As I told you, the last company raised $5.5 million. This is because it was just so spread out. Like, it was a dead even heat between especially the top 3. So the winner, can I get a drum roll please, for top funded with $2.2 million raised is Intric. Intric, can I get you up here for a nice photo? There you are. Okay. We do a photo up here. Who's got a camera ready for us? There we go. Thank you. Oh, we can do thumbs up. I like the thumbs up. That's a good idea. All right, there we go. Thank you. Round of applause for Intric. Okay, and the winner, the Judge's Choice Best Pitch. Drum roll, please. Best pitch of the night. Trotta AI. There we go. Come collect your trophy. Awesome. Thumbs up, thumbs up. Do you have space for thumbs up? There you go. There we go. Awesome. All right. Huge round of applause for the winners tonight. I'm going to have you all come up again for some more photos in just a second. But tonight, as always, was hosted by the AI Collective. And thank you also to Rome and to AWS, our partners, for making tonight possible. And finally, thank you to every one of you here for coming out tonight, for bringing the energy, for bringing the jokes, bringing the laughs and everything like that. This community is nothing without you. Our goal is to continue building this incredible ecosystem of pioneers, whether it's your first event or somebody here I think has been to like 40 or 50 events now. Thank you all. If you want to attend more events, if you want to learn more about us, you can scan that QR code. You go onto the AI Collective website. I hope to see you at plenty more. Oh, also, if you want to join the team, join our awesome team of over 24 people now in SF making these events possible, you can also find all the information to do that there. You can even start your own chapter if you're visiting from out of town. You want to have this same sort of vibe in your place. All right, that's pretty much all I have. Thank you all one last time. Thank you to all the demoists, all the pitchers. We're calling the pitchers, right, for tonight. Have a great night. Have a great night. The people who won, the people who got trophies, can I get you back up here? And can we get a photo with this nice graphic here? And can I also, yeah, after you guys get your photo, let's get you up here with the winners. Where's the best place to stand here? It's kind of weird when we're